You're welcome back. It's time for Showbiz with the ever lovely Miss G.
Hello, 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 hello.
Always looking bright. What's up?
I'm taking up to you, you know.
Oh, really?
When I grow up, I want to be like you.
Up to
oh,
you,
no,
rather.
no, no, no. I want to be like you when I grow up, so I'm trying to be like you now.
What's happening on the entertainment front? I know
A lot of rappers, you know, have been speaking. So you're going to talk about rappers in the industry, starting from the highest, Sarkodie himself.
Talk about Ayariga, you know, on the
last holiday until he has a commercial song. He's still a politician. We are waiting for the commercial song, you know, from Ayariga. But now we're talking about Sarkodie. Sarkodie has been ranting on Twitter. He's posted a lot of things about African leadership. He's appointed in leadership on the continent. So you want to help us read some of the tweets from Sarkodie?
Okay, right. So he says, these systems were never built for us, so therefore we can't benefit from it. The world is surviving on us, but we suffer. Okay, so he says, at this point, to make a change, let's forget about the older generation, even our generation, and impact the next. Then he says, those feelings are coming back again as always. My dream is for Africa to realize our power and care for our people. We need to take our pride back. Then he says, they broke us up so they can control, but the good news is, it's not too late. We just need to wake up. These systems were never built for us, so therefore we can't benefit from it. The world is surviving on us, but we suffer. They were able to change our priorities and focus so they can lead, but it's wrong. It will be over when we find our sense of pride, our purpose, our power, and even ourselves. But they're working super hard to keep us from doing that. And then he says, we all have the virus in us. So our decisions are based on individual survival and not long-term goals for our people. Detoxing the minds of the next generation is very crucial at this point. He says, please note, I'm not talking as someone free from the virus. I test negative as well, and I'm a patient, but I want us to do the detox exercise together. Virus is equals to brainwashed. Unity is power, people.
So a lot of tweets from Sarkodie. We don't know what instigated.
So what triggered it?
We don't know. Wow. We don't know. But we are thinking that maybe lots of things are happening around us. You know, maybe in the music industry, maybe in governance and other things. So Sarkodie speaks about almost everything. So we are yet to know what triggered this one. He's not said yet. But again, 2019 is fast approaching, and people have started their resolutions as usual again. And one who waits for 2019 before he begins his is rapper Kwakese. You know, I didn't know till today that Kwakese has actually been, they said it's slipped in, or how do you call it, those who smoke, they say splitting or something like that. Yeah. That's what they say. I think so. I heard that, okay. He's been doing that for 20 years. I'm wondering how Araba knows that.
I've read about it. Why? Are you suggesting that I smoke?
I'm not saying that. Maybe you have friends who, maybe Kwak is your friend.
No, I don't have friends who smoke.
Oh, okay. But Kwakese can be your friend, so you never know.
The only thing we have in common is that we come from the same region. That's it.
Okay, so that's how come it's okay, so he says that he is not going to do that in 2019. He's not smoking any longer in 2019, and he also took to Twitter.
He said for over 20 years, is it my new year?
So 2019 biggest resolution. I go break small. So help me God. # Godman. So I smoke for over 20 years. And you know that the man who is back in the scene has been asked to stop smoking a while, and I'm talking about what's his name again? Kwade has been asked to stop smoking for a week, and he says he will end up on another tree. So he's not sure he can do that.
Oh, so he's tried,
he's not too sure he can do that. So
and he ended up on a tree.
He says if he's going to stop smoking for a week, he will end up on another tree.
Okay, so those who smoke and it goes way all the way up there, they end up on trees.
I don't understand.
I'm just being fair.
I also try not to understand what he's saying. But now, Kwakese says he's not smoking in 2019. So help him God. So we're praying for Kwa. But EL, also another rapper, is in the news. And EL has been speaking about his relationship with Sarkodie. And you know that I think months ago,
Yeah.
when Casper Nyovest was in town,
Yeah.
he asked for a list of rappers, and he didn't actually ask. Sack was not in town, and Sack decided to give him a list of rappers to get, or musicians to get in touch with before he leaves. And EL's name was not part of it. So people have been thinking and suggesting that there's something happening between them.
Right.
But here's EL's response.
Sack is my brother. You can ask him about our relationship, regardless of what anybody thinks out there. Say, oh, EL and Sack, or EL and this artist. The thing is, I did beef like two artists. I don't like them like that because of one or two things.
Who are those?
I'm not going to mention them by name because it's gonna.
Do they know you're beefing them?
No, they know that we have unresolved issues because it's a long thing. But Sack is an artist who I actually love. When I say I love Sack, it's like when you mention the name Sack, it goes way back. Me and him, since before he didn't even have any clout, like that. When people didn't really know who Sack was, we were the ones who experienced him as a raw talent. So I love him 100%. I love what he does. And we're going to make some music together. Maybe we've made it already, maybe we haven't, but we'll see.
How does it feel when they are mentioning top rappers and your name is not mentioned?
I feel like you haven't listened to the Bar series. I feel like they know here. Or I feel like they don't understand. Yeah. Because I know, say, if you do your top 5, you go put me for inside because you actually understand why they lie.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when Shatta Wale said that Ghana was, or I think he still means that Ghana is a village. So when he made that statement, EL was one of the people who took to Twitter to respond, and he's been actually responding again to that claim by Shatta Wale. It looks like he agrees to some extent.
Yeah. But it's true, Ghana is a village. But what are you comparing it to? It's a very broad statement to make. Are you comparing Ghana to a country like, let's say, one of the richest countries in the world, let's say, Austria? If so, then of course Ghana is a village because we don't catch that level of development.
He mentioned Dubai.
No, of course. If you are saying you're comparing Ghana to Dubai, then of course Ghana is a village. And Ghana is a village in a village because we haven't reached anywhere compared to Dubai. But if you're comparing Ghana to a country like, say, Sudan or Zimbabwe, and we are quite developed. So it's a very broad statement to make. It's a contextual premise that you can't really make sense of. It's a very broad statement. So
it's a contextual premise. You can't really make a smart guy.
Smart guy, I'm sure one of the rappers that you mentioned when you asked about your first.
Oh, definitely. I've listened to a few of his songs, and his lyrics are on point.
Yeah.
Very deep.
The bar man.
Manifest.
Okay. Now let's
I'm drawn to intellectual lyrics.
I won't ask any more questions. I don't want to put you in trouble.
Okay, let's go on.
Let's go on. So, Amapino has not been around a while. He's back in town, and he's been speaking about, fame and women.
Amapino, the Ozinzim guy.
Yes, and then the Maria. Oh, we had a good time with him on Friday. So here's him speaking about fame and women.
There's that temptation there. Yeah, temptation is very there. And as a musician, the girls will throw themselves at you. But
what would be your advice for the young ones? Because now there's social media, the girls are all over them.
Oh my God, I'm very, very much worried about this. They should be very, very careful, and they should just keep their eyes on the ball. I mean, know where you are going, and don't let anything distract you. But it's very hard for them, and I can tell. I mean, the young ones are known all over the world because of social media, and I'm getting worried about some of them. Listen, the strong ones will survive like I did. I know some of my mates, people who are like me, are falling about, hey.
Okay, so Araba, one of my favorite Nigerian actors in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I have two of them.
Okay.
Chiwetel. Ejiofor, and then David Oyelowo. I love David Oyelowo. I think that he has too much Africanness in him. And he was on the BBC speaking about a new adaptation they've done. I hear it's called Les Miserables. Yes, and then he plays a lead role, and he's trying to tell Peter about it. But he talks about how he wants to bridge the gap between Hollywood and Hollywood.
I can't think of any Nigerian parent of that generation who would hear those words and be wide-armed at the prospect of, what are you talking? This is not a proper job. You know how that goes. And it's exactly what I got. But I'm glad to say, you know, several years into my career, my dad couldn't be prouder and has admitted that he was wrong to dissuade me. And that's one of my greatest victories. I recently did a film called Gringo where I play a Nigerian character but in a Hollywood film, and you know, that role wasn't written as such, and I wanted it to be that way because I'm trying to find ways to bridge the gap between Hollywood and Nollywood, and to show an international audience that Nigerian characters, Nigerian content is something that audiences want to see. And that film has had such a great reaction out of Africa and Nigeria specifically, but also is doing incredibly well for Amazon on their streaming platform. So we need these examples of success.
For one of your movies, or some of your movies, you stayed in character for as long as 3 months. I mean, doesn't the missus kick you out?
It's definitely odd for her, but thankfully she's an actress as well, so she understands it. I don't do it for every role. Playing Dr. King was definitely an instance where I felt it needed that. Another film I did called Nightingale, that was the case. So there are certain roles that you just need to immerse yourself, and you know, that's the price you pay.
All right, so David Oyelowo for you, and I can't wait to see Les Miserables. Anyway, thank you, Araba.
Did you study French in school? You say it so
je n'ai pas studied French in school.
Okay, merci beaucoup.
Désolé.
Aujourd'hui,
à bientôt.
À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you very much, Miss G, for that.